How's it going, everyone? I am here with my WWE SummerSlam 2014 pay-per-view review. SummerSlam was purely awesome. Great show here by WWE. This was a ton of fun for me, at least. I really enjoyed this show. There really wasn't anything bad besides maybe a thing or two, but besides that, this whole show was just very, very enjoyable. Had a lot of fun watching it, and the outcome of the matches were very, very, I don't want to say unexpected, but were just kind of like, whoa, that actually happened. Like, that was awesome. So, 2 thumbs up for WWE for this show. Awesome, good stuff here. But before the show started, of course, we had the 30-minute kickoff show, which featured Rob Van Dam versus Cesaro. Good match between the two. I'd actually say this is probably their best match they've ever had, in my opinion. You know, their other matches on Raw in the past haven't been really that good. But this match I thought was solid. It paced well. You know, this actually was, if it was on pay-per-view, I would have been fine with me, because actually, you know, this match would have been worthy of being on the pay-per-view itself. So, good work between the two. Cesaro looked pretty good, you know, every time RVD went for the 5-star frog splash, Cesaro just popped up and hit him with a sick uppercut. Did it 3 times in a row. But 4 times was the charm, apparently, for RVD. RVD hitting the 5-star frog splash for the 4th time, winning, beating Cesaro in a solid match, kickoff match, which, you know, it sucks for Cesaro. You know, this guy was on top of the world, you know, 2 months ago. He's main eventing pay-per-views. He was, you know, one of the hottest commodities in WWE, and now he's just a, you know, pretty much a jobber. So it really sucks to see how far he's fallen the past 2 months. But hopefully, you know, his career will pick up sooner than later. But yeah, solid match and good stuff between the two. And then we go on to the opening match of the show. Actually, before the opening match, you had Hulk Hogan come out and cut a promo. About 2-3 minute skit from Hogan, basically promoting the network. Pretty much is a waste of time, in my opinion. Didn't need to happen, but just, I don't know why they did it. I guess it's just for, you know, Hogan was there, might as well put him on the show, you know, so whatever, pretty much a waste of time, I thought. Which opened, after that, opened with the Intercontinental Championship match, The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. These two put on a good match, you know, I don't think it was anything spectacular, but it was solid for what it was. Didn't give too much time, it was about 8 minutes, so I didn't get a lot of time. If these two would have gotten 15-20 minutes, easily would have been one of the best matches on the card. If you saw their match on Raw a few weeks ago and saw their main event match from a few years ago, those two worked really well together and they put on great matches, so it was kind of it was a shame to see these two get such little time. But it was fun for what it was, you know, Dolph Ziggler, 6th spot here where Dolph Ziggler ended up hitting the Famouser, but Miz popped up and caught Ziggler like in the Scorpion finale and hit it, which it sounds confusing the way I said, but if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. Ended up hitting it, Ziggler kicked out, everyone was shocked. I'm pretty sure everyone thought that was it. Miz went for a big boot, Ziggler ducked, jumped up, hit the zigzag for the 1-2-3. Dolph Ziggler is your brand new Intercontinental Champion. Very, very excited for Dolph Ziggler, very, very happy for him. You know, it was shocking, but it wasn't like totally shocking to me because Dolph Ziggler was actually supposed to win the Battleground Battle Royal last month to win the Intercontinental Championship. So it actually didn't surprise me at all that he won the title here. But it was kind of like a surprise, like, oh, I didn't really, you know, expect that to happen. But, you know, it was great. You know, Dolph Ziggler deserves a title. You know, he's a workhorse, so why not give him the workhorse title, the Intercontinental Championship? So 2 thumbs up for Dolph Ziggler. I'm very excited to see what you do with that title. I'm pretty sure it'll be a great reign. And congratulations, man, you deserve it. And next after that, we had the Divas Championship match, AJ Lee versus Paige, which I thought was better than their Battleground match by far. I don't think it got more time than their Battleground match, but this definitely was a lot better than their Battleground match, I thought. Just the physicality, these two basically just beating the holy hell out of each other. You know, now that Paige's character is, you know, developed into, you know, the character that she's doing right now, I thought it added to the match. You know, both of them just beating the holy hell out of each other. You know, AJ ripping Paige's hair out. AJ even going as far as going to the top rope and jumping onto the Paige on the outside, giving her, I won't say she jumped on her, but it came out more of like a clothesline. So it was a good Divas match. I'd say it was solid. Paige ended up winning the title back, not retaining, she ended up winning the title back, regaining the Divas Championship when AJ had the Black Widow on, and Paige ended up reversing it into the Rampage for the 1-2-3 victory to regain the Divas Championship. I wasn't surprised by that at all. Like I said in my predictions, I wouldn't surprise me if they played hot potato with the title back and forth for whatever reason, continue the feud, I guess. But I didn't want Paige to win the title. I'm not invested in her character. I'm not into it. I don't like her character she's doing right now. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see where this goes. But yeah, great Divas match, you know, there, and nothing really too much to it besides that. Next we had the flag match. You had Jack Swagger versus Rusev. Good stuff there. You know, Swagger came out with some troops, so that was pretty cool to see. And Lana cut her typical Russia's better than USA promo, which is stupid and annoying. But the match itself was very well. I thought it was very good. You know, Rusev tried to attack Swagger before the match. Swagger retaliated, hurt his ankle with the ankle lock. You know, they sold the injuries throughout the entire match, which I thought was excellent. You know, the wrestling in it wasn't great, but the story behind it was excellent. I thought it was a really good story told behind it. You didn't really know who was going to win this match. There was times where you thought, okay, Rusev's going to win. There was times where it was like, okay, Swagger's going to win. You know, the way it was going, it was great back and forth. Really unpredictable. You know, Swagger had the ankle lock in for like a minute. He wouldn't tap out. You know, Rusev would have him in the accolade. Swagger wouldn't tap out. Just great story behind this. Ending came. Rusev actually locked in the accolade again. Excuse me. And Swagger ended up passing out like Stone Cold did at WrestleMania 13. So, yeah, Rusev won. I think a lot of people didn't know what the rules were going into the match. I'm pretty sure everyone thought that the flags would be on the poles, on the ring post. But the match was won by pinfall or submission, and whoever won had their flag lower down on top of the ring. So I think the rules was kind of stupid going into the match. But it is what it is. Rusev won. I thought it made Swagger look good the way he lost because he never tapped out. He never gave up. You know, he didn't get pinned. He didn't submit. He just passed out. The ref had to call the match off because, you know, he passed out and couldn't continue. So that was, I thought that was good. It made Swagger look good. Made Rusev look good. So good stuff there. And after the match, you know, Rusev got major heat. Super kicked Zeb. Super kicked Zeb. So, I mean, that's major heat right there. And you're kicking a manager for no reason. But yeah, that was good stuff. Excellent things between those two. And next we actually had the Lumberjack match. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Match tonight by far. Excellent stuff between these two. These two put on a very, very, very fun match. The Lumberjack stipulation actually played in very, very well. I thought, Lumberjack match can tone the match down. You know, it's not going to be as good, but it ended up being beneficial towards the match, I thought. Ambrose and Rollins going right at it, and, you know, they spilling on the outside, and Lumberjacks throwing them back in. And you got to the point where every time Ambrose and Rollins, they just wanted to brawl on the outside, the Lumberjacks would let them do it. They just started wailing the Lumberjacks. They started beating them down, throwing them. They didn't care. And they actually went, into the crowd and was fighting. And it was funny because the Lumberjacks saw them going in the crowd. They're just like, well, what do we do now? Like, they're in the crowd. We're right here. What do we do? Kane ended up coming out, running out, saying, get their asses back in the ring. So they had to go into the crowd and retrieve them. Ambrose got in the ring, and it was funny because they had Seth Rollins, and they're like carrying him like, people body surf. That's what they had Rollins, and Ambrose actually did a splash from the top rope onto Rollins into the crowd, so that was pretty cool. And Ambrose pretty much decimated Rollins. Looked like Ambrose was going to win. He actually hit the curb stomp on Seth Rollins. He actually hit his own finisher on Seth Rollins, which I thought was awesome. Looked like Ambrose was going to win. Kane comes in the ring and pretty much hits Ambrose, saying, hell no, you ain't beating Rollins. Which in my mind is thinking, okay, you just punched the guy in the ring, or a guy on the outside just punched the guy in the ring. Shouldn't that be disqualification? Obviously, it wasn't the case here, apparently, but that should have been DQ. That happens, then everyone else starts going in the ring. It comes a Royal Rumble all of a sudden. Everyone's just brawling, throwing everyone out of the ring, just beating the holy hell out of each other, to the point where, it came down to Ambrose and the Wyatts, and the Wyatts were like, hey, let's beat the shit out of Ambrose. They had to do it. Ambrose throws him out of the ring. Ambrose turns around right into the Money in the Bank briefcase. Rollins hits him with it, throws the briefcase, and pins Ambrose 1, 2, 3. I thought it was a clever ending. It made Ambrose look, didn't make Ambrose look weak at all, because Ambrose dominated the entire match, and it just wasn't towards the very end where Rollins got lucky with the briefcase and hit him with it behind the ref's back and won. So I thought it made both guys look good. Well, not Rollins typically, but it made Ambrose look good losing. And it's good that Rollins didn't lose, because he's Mr. Money in the Bank. You got to build him up for that title if he gets it. So I thought it was good stuff there. Hold on, real quick. Sorry about that. My throat was just really dry from talking. But yeah, good stuff there from those two. Great stuff match tonight by far, in my opinion. And next we go on to Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Pretty cool thing. Chris Jericho brought his countdown back for this match, which he hasn't used since 2008. So that was a pretty cool markout moment for everyone. Had a new light-up jacket, which was pretty sick as well. But the match itself, it was good. Surprisingly, it was pretty good. It wasn't great by any means, but it was a huge step up from the Battleground match. Like a huge step. It was a lot better for me. Since I'm not really a huge fan of Bray Wyatt in-ring wise. So to him to have a good match with Jericho was a lot for me, because I've been down with him wrestling wise. But it was good, it was good back and forth action. I thought they went well together. I thought in this match, Bray Wyatt creeping Jericho out. Jericho went for the lion salt, and Bray Wyatt did his Spider-Man exorcism thing where he goes on his hands, and you know what I'm talking about. He does that, so he creeped Jericho out. And it was good back and forth, I thought. You know, it was a good match. It's nothing great, you know, nothing spectacular. I don't think it'll be anything people talk about. But I definitely think it was, you know, for what it was a solid, good match, and I enjoyed it. Had the same ending as Bray Wyatt's Royal Rumble match, though, with Daniel Bryan, both on the outside. Bray Wyatt hits Jericho with Sister Abigail onto the barricade, throws him in the ring, hits him with it one more time for the 1-2-3 victory. Bray Wyatt wins, and he cuts a promo at the end of the match. So, yeah, that was good stuff there. The feud's probably going to continue still, but, you know, what else do you expect? You know, Jericho's supposed to leave again at Night Champions, so I guess they're going to have one final match at Night Champions, and that'd be it. But, yeah, good stuff between those two, surprisingly, I thought. Next, we had Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon. The match itself wasn't anything that good, I thought. You know, I thought it was, for what it was average. I mean, for a Divas standpoint, I guess it was good, but it was nothing really that good. I think a lot of people were just interested more in the ending than the actual match itself. Stephanie looked amazing when they were tired. She looked awesome. She looked great. But yeah, you know, Stephanie was very stiff. You know, she hasn't been in the ring for 10 years, so I can only imagine she wouldn't, you know, she can't be the safest person. You know, she hasn't been in the ring in 10 years, and she's not really a wrestler. She was the occasional wrestler, or diva, I should say. But she was stiff. You know, the things she was doing was pretty stiff, but you know, I thought it was good back and forth. You know, Brie Bella pretty much got her ass kicked the majority of the time. And, you know, when we came for Brie to get her offense in, you know, the crowd popped huge and was really enjoying it. And Brie almost won. You know, Brie locked in the yes lock and Stephanie McMahon. Looked like Steph was going to tap out until Triple H came out, pulled the ref out. Nikki came out and was like, yo, what are you doing, Triple H? You know, you can't be doing that. Brie took out Triple H. You know, she kicked him on the outside. Nikki went in the ring from the other side to block Steph from getting out of the ring. Both Bellas surrounded Brie, or surrounded Steph, sorry. Looked like Brie was going to go for our finisher on Stephanie McMahon, but she ends up throwing Steph out of the way and Superwoman punch, I guess, in this case, to Brie Bella. Stephanie McMahon takes Brie. Pedigree, 1, 2, 3. Brie Bella loses, Stephanie McMahon wins. Nikki Bella joins the Authority. This wasn't unpredictable by any means. I think a lot of people thought it would happen. They just didn't think it would happen, especially all the stuff that happened this past Monday in Raw. I'm pretty sure everyone thought Brie was going to win, but I think Nikki turning on Brie and helping the Authority wasn't too far-fetched. You know, after everything that's happened to Nikki, I think a lot of people saw it coming, but I just didn't really think it was going to happen. But it did. I don't think it would go really anywhere. You obviously get a Bella feud, but you probably get it for like, what, a month? 2 months if you're lucky, and they'll be it. So, I'm not really a fan of it. You know, Nikki Bella even looked like she didn't really like what she did. She was kind of like confused, like, why did I just do that? So it was, I don't know what to think of it. I guess we'll have to wait and find out how this pans out. Yeah, Steph wins. Wasn't surprised by it, but I didn't expect it. Yeah, for what it was good, you know. After that, we go on to Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns, which the match I thought was not good. This match, to me, it proved one thing, and it proved that Roman Reigns should not be anywhere near a main event match for the foreseeable future. I know WWE's trying to make him a top star, they're trying to make him a main eventer, but he's just not that good. He's average, if anything. I'm a Roman Reigns fan, so I don't think I hate Roman Reigns, but the reason why he looks so great with the Shield is because he had Ambrose and Rollins to cover his weaknesses. Now that he's on his own, he's not nearly as good as he seemed like in the Shield. So, to me, this match has proved that he shouldn't be in the main event anytime soon. I know he'll improve over time, you know, as most people do, so I will give him that, but he should be in the main event, you know, for at least another year or two, if he's improved that good since then. But this match is boring, a lot of headrests, headlocks, just wasn't good by any means. The ending got kind of exciting, you know, Roman Reigns hitting the Superman punch, going for the spear, but, you know, Randy Orton countered into a scoop slam, and, oh, the sickest spot, everyone thought it was over right here. Roman Reigns went for a Superman punch, but Orton countered into an RKO, a sick RKO, hit it. Reigns kicked out, everyone was shocked by it, and, you know, Roman Reigns ended up hitting a sick spear on Orton. He almost killed Orton with the spear for the 1-2-3 victory. So, yeah, this pretty much was a super match of the show, I'd say. No one really cared for it, no one was really interested in it, and, the fans were behind Orton, from what I hear. So, live, that is. I hear that the fans really want Orton to win that match, from what I've been told, or from what people have said there. So the match, whatever, wasn't anything special. Definitely a super match of the show, I'd say. Then we go on to the main event, the biggest fight of the summer. WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Oh my god, did Brock Lesnar kill John Cena. The match itself wasn't good. I'll give it that. The match was not good, but it did what it needed to do, I thought. It pretty much proved what the statement they were trying to prove, and that's Brock Lesnar is a fucking monster. He's a fucking beast. That's what this match accomplished. Brock Lesnar, Cena probably got about, I'd say, no more than 6 hits in this match. 20 seconds into the match, I kid you not, 20 seconds into the match, Brock Lesnar hits an F5. Cena kicks out, of course, and Brock Lesnar, he's beating down Cena. He hit 16 German suplexes on John Cena. I really thought he broke his neck. He gave him so damn many. I thought Cena's neck is broken. At least he can concussion or something, because you can't be dropping your head that many times and not be hurt. He just brutalized John Cena. John Cena had a surprise AA, but Brock kicked out, of course, and Brock just brutalized Cena the entire match with the German. That's pretty much what the match was German suplex, 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 AA out of nowhere, German suplex, German suplex, German suplex, German suplex, and match ended. Brock Lesnar hits second and final F5 on John Cena for the 1, 2, 3 victory. Brock Lesnar is your brand new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Man, Brock is a fucking monster. Like, when you watch this match, you watch it, the way it happens, when Brock wins, the only thing that goes through your mind is, how in the hell is this man going to be stopped? There's no way anyone on the roster is going to be able to beat this man. You know, this guy just beat John Cena an inch of his life. Like, he didn't beat him brutally like he did at Extreme Rules, but he dropped him on his head 16 times and he pretty much killed him. So, the match proved what it needed to prove. Brock's a beast. No one can stop him. That's what it did, and Brock's a champion. I'm pretty sure no one's going to want to challenge this man for the title, because he's just going to brutalize and kill the entire roster. I'm excited to see where Brock goes. I know, you know, the schedule Brock has, it's going to be interesting to see how they pan this out. But I'm excited. Brock's a champion. The first time he's been WWE champion in 10 years. Excited to see where he goes, and I'm excited for Brock Lesnar. I'm excited to see where they go with this. It's going to be very interesting, especially tomorrow night in Raw. It's going to be a must-see Raw tomorrow, especially after everything that's happened at SummerSlam. So, great show by WWE. 2 thumbs up. And that'll do it for this review, guys. Until next time, when I make another video, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Oh, jeez, I almost tripped.